Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the new American wasteland. I'm your host, Montgomery Ho, and the year is 2035. Boise, Idaho, the last bastion of traditional civilization in the American Northwest. The only substantial resupply and rearmament point before crossing the war-torn plains into Oregon or the deadly Cascadian Mountains into Washington. To many, it is simply known as the Dome. The Dome has been able to keep a semblance of pre-2035 normalcy within its walls for a fraction of the population. The elite sustain their way of life by transforming the city into a massive distribution center, handling supplies and wares running from east to west while supplementing their economy with domestically produced weaponry and food for export. Inside the city, an unofficial caste system divides the working class from those they serve. Without having to answer to the old government, the city runs an entirely hands-off market. All social services discontinued, the profit and protection of the wealthy being the only priority. Those not born into luxury labor for the benefit of the upper class. Citizens who abstain from the system are evicted from homes, starved, and brutalized. Security forces maintain the city's defenses and disrupt any organization amongst the working class. A melding of the police, renegade National Guard, and deputized militias, their manpower utilized manning the city's border walls, protecting their masters, and making bloody examples of organizers that dare incite change. Beyond the walls, the Dome projects its power, extending from a series of checkpoints and forward operating bases dotting the surrounding landscape. In order to preserve the city-state, the Dome draws on the water, food, and power of its surrounding areas. Life outside the Dome is harsh and brutal. Thousands of locals migrate to the Dome, praying for sanctuary and protection. Those who stay in their communities face extreme elements, raiders, and starvation. Even amongst the strongest communes, survival is never assured. Of the thousands who attempt to gain entry, only those able-bodied enough to work are given refuge. Desperate camps and shanty towns form a safe distance from the city gates. These communities clinging to survival outside the walls are regularly preyed upon by raiders and constantly extorted by the city's security force. As the wealthiest residents of the Dome live the lavish life of the old America, rage grows amongst the laborers that keep the city alive, and outside factions are converging to breach its walls and let the terrors of the new American wasteland drown out the old world. Please stay tuned for updates from myself and the 2035 team as we bring you new stories from the Dome, the mysterious jewel of the Gem State. I'm your host, Montgomery Ho, reminding you to stay safe out there.
Please stop what you're doing. Stop. Yes, I'm adjusting this. Doing me.